It's been a while since I made a video of selling a cash secured put or cover call. And today I've been looking at American Airlines. So even though I've been looking at American Airlines for a long time, I haven't really ever done any puts or calls on it. And I often get asked, if you're just starting out, what's a good stock to sell cash secured puts on? And sometimes I recommend American Airlines because it's not super volatile where it's going to double overnight or fall by 50% overnight. So anyhow, I thought I'd put my money where my mouth is and perhaps do a cash secured put. So we're looking at American Airlines. You see the 6-month chart here. So it looks like it may be leveling out a little bit here. If I go up just a little bit, you see the RSI is at around 36. So if it was down below 30, I would say it's really oversold, but it's getting to be oversold. And even though it's trending down, I don't think American Airlines is going to go a whole lot lower. If it does go lower, I don't mind getting it around $10 a share because it's been as high here, like at 15 or so. So let's go ahead and bring up the option chain here for Fidelity. All right, I got the option chain open here. And Fidelity, well, let's go ahead and do this. You do AAL for American Airlines. You search for it, and I'm going to say view option chain. So depending on what you're using, like Robinhood, whatever, it might say trade options or option chain or something like that. So I'm going to just focus on cash secured puts. I'm going to click on puts here, get rid of all these extra things. And Fidelity lets you narrow it down to monthly options or weekly options. If I do this toggle, I get weekly options. So there's a weekly option for American Airlines, but I'm going to look at this April 17th date because there's a lot of volume there. And I like doing the monthly options because it's just me. If I'm looking at the $10 mark here, so it's trading at 10.75, the delta 0.29. So that means about a 29% chance that you will get assigned if you do this. So my goal is not to get assigned. I like doing cash secured puts over and over and over and generate income. But if I do get assigned, I want to pick a price that I'm okay with. And I might be okay with this today, but then like in a month when I get assigned, I might not be okay with it because it might go down to 8 or something. But I'm looking at both this $9.50 or $10. I think I'm going to do the 10. So let's go ahead and click on sell at 34 cents. I got this open here. I'm going to do actually, I think 5 contracts. And so sell to open. I know this confuses people. People say, oh, I'm going to buy an option. No, you're going to sell an option and then you might buy it back later. So sell an option. I'm going to do 5 contracts. So if you're a beginner, 1 contract equals 100 shares of stock. So this would be 500 shares of stock. And I'm doing a put, and the expiration date is April 17th. $10. So what I'm saying is if the price of American Airlines goes down to $10 between now and ends up there on April 17th, I agree to buy it for $10 a share. Now, there's a chance it might go a lot lower than that, and I might have to get assigned early, which I've had that happen before. And I'm going to earn 34 cents per share. So looks like my maximum gain is $170. So let's go ahead and, well, if I click on this, I'm doing the limit, and you see the bid, midpoint, and ask. If I do the bid at 34, it would probably go through, but I'm going to do the midpoint 36 here, and I'll actually get a little bit more money. Actually, let's make this 35 because I want this to go through so I can make the video more. So I'll be making $5 less, but I'm going to go ahead and click on preview and click place order, and it says it's open here. Let's refresh this, see what happens. Okay, what happened was I did those 5 contracts, and one got filled right away, I think at 35. And then I went in, I refreshed it and did some things, and the other ones got filled at 37, which is better because remember, we're selling something here. When you sell something, you want to sell high. You want to sell at a high price. So I said I was willing to do this, I think, at 35. I forget already. So I started out at 35, then I lowered it to 34, but then actually filled at 37, which is good for me. So ended up, if you add these together, it'd be like about 180. So that was actually better than I thought because I thought I was going to get 175. So that's done. So now let's go ahead. and put this in my spreadsheet. So this is my spreadsheet where I keep track of everything, and I keep track by when I close the trades up here. So far this week, I have made $2,439. And you see, it's like, I got a big one here, and I'll explain this Friday when I make my updated video. But, like a lot of times it's like back here in this week, it's, 300 here, 50 here, 32, 60, 30, 400. It just all adds up. It's like, it just works. So I keep track of things. So I did a sale. Today is the 26th. The expiration date was going to be the 17th of April. I'm looking to see what the current price is. It's $10.77 here. So I never used to keep track of this. And some viewers said, why don't you keep track of this? And then I'm like, okay. And the delta is 0.29. That's something else I never used to really keep track of. And people ask, why don't you keep track of delta? So I started doing that. And actually, I'm glad I do, because it helps me in the future if I'm going to trade it again. If a trade was good or bad, I can look back and like way back say, oh, like did this trade, the delta was 0.15 and I made $72 on that trade. It's nice to keep track of that. To review, I sold cash secured put. There's a put. The expiration date is the 17th. It was $10 strike price. I did 5 contracts, and I do think it's 37 cents. One contract might have filled at 36 and the other 4 at 37. I need to double check that, but let's just say 37 cents. If this goes all the way down to 0, which I hope it does, I will make $185. I don't know if I'm going to buy that back early or not. I probably will. And so these all get filled out later when I put the date in. So let's say this goes all the way till, well, let's say it goes to like April 2nd. And let's say this goes down to 5 cents. And I decide I'm going to go ahead and buy that back at 5 cents. Then this fills out automatically. So then I'd make $160 because I will pay 5 cents a share to close it early. So I do this all the time. If you look at all these here, these went all the way down to 0 and I got assigned. And these other ones here, I bought them back. So buy to close, I buy them back early. So this is all the information I need. And now I just sit and wait for American Airlines to go sideways or up. If it goes down below $10 a share and it's there on April 17th, I will end up buying 500 shares of American Airlines for $10. And if I do, and if I look at the chart here, it'd be like way down here. It'd be at one of the lowest points it's been at for years. So a couple of things right now, the TSA agents aren't getting paid, so they're calling off sick, and then flights are getting canceled, and it's chaos. And then the conflict in the Middle East, when those two things get settled down a little bit, I'm sure this will go right back up to around $12, $13 where it was before. Of course, don't follow what I do because I could be totally wrong. I'm just making videos and sharing what I'm doing. It's not financial advice. But if you like watching stuff like this, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll try to do one video a week of a trade that I make, either closing something, rolling something, cash secured put, or cover call, or something like that. So with that, we'll wrap it up, and we'll see you in the next video.